web-based application acts and walks like a cloud. The problem is it's the back end of it does not act and walk like a cloud. There's a lot of software out there, they on a surface look the same, but they're very, very different products. And for example, true cloud architecture versus web-based application. And this is a constant confusion because to the user, it looks like, oh, it's all on a cloud because web-based application acts and walks like a cloud. The problem is it's the back end of it does not act and walk like a cloud. Mm-hmm. On the front, it is. And that's where scale versus poor scale come in play. This thing was on-prem solutions. I hear a lot about open dental software. We were looking at it as well. And actually, to be honest with you, it's a great software. It's an open source. I think for me, it was very appealing. I can have access. I can have access to my data anytime I want to. The biggest challenge is that it doesn't scale because it's on-prem. To scale such solution, you will need to buy your own servers if you're running in multiple office environment, or you have to co-locate your servers to either Amazon or Google or find another data center co-locator who will host your servers. And then you have to have IT team or the co-locator will service you there, so which becomes very expensive. And even then you have to have on top of it, because at the end of the day, you connect 3 or 4 servers, you have a cloud. This is by definition a cloud. So you're basically running your own cloud without appropriate software stack on it. Then you can start developing on top of it, but then you're a development company, right? Yeah. All of a sudden, this seems on surface very economical proposition becomes extremely expensive very quickly. When you scale. For one office, probably not going to make a difference, but when you get venture into multiple office environments, it gets you start feeling those barriers very quickly.
Yeah, no, agreed. And I think, to kind of speak to that a bit, like some of our structure allows us to, copy settings and other configurations and personalizations that you may have right into new acquisitions, new, de novo locations that you're opening. All of that can be scaled quite easily. And, honestly, we even have the ability to put a lot of that in the practice's own hands. So that way you're not reliant on us. We're not a bottleneck for you, either, right? Both between the technology and your access to it, you can scale as fast as you can manage.
Correct.
And I think, just to speak to the innovation and development, I think, the structure and kind of some of the core tenets Tab 32 was built on were to be flexible, right? And a lot of the changes and enhancements that we're making now are to increase that flexibility. And so I think that's something where we strongly take the partnership approach, right? I think to your point, Dr. Polsky, we listen as much feedback as you'll give us. We listen and we really try and take that to heart and figure out how can we partner with you to find effective solutions for the problems that you're bringing up, right? It's not just on you to solve these things. We really believe in that partnership approach and trying to develop better tools, features, whatever else we can do to kind of help clear up some of these bottlenecks and filter through some of these problems for you.
And these are all very kind of difficult because you absolutely correct. There's a lot of very nice vendors out there, and I do like them clinically, don't get me wrong. It's just, again, if your organization starts diving into more centralized data, or you really want to kind of have an infinite scale and don't think about technology for the next 10 years, we started having problems finding that specific software vendor.